Arjun and the Dwarfs.
In a quiet little village nestled between soft green hills lived a boy named Arjun with his mother and younger sister, Mira. Their home was a small hut made of mud and straw, and beside it stretched a modest vegetable patch. Every day, Arjun worked hard on his field, knowing that the vegetables he grew were the only source of income for his family. One hot afternoon, while carrying a heavy sack of soil across the field, Arjun stepped on a sharp rock hidden beneath the dust. He cried out and fell hard. Villagers rushed to help and quickly called the village doctor. After a careful examination, the doctor shook his head gravely. "Arjun, you'll need a plaster on this foot," he said, wrapping it tightly. "You must rest. No walking, no farming, at least for 3 months." 3 months. Arjun's heart sank. How would he provide for his mother and sister if he couldn't even walk to the fields? Days turned into weeks. Sitting at home, Arjun watched the seasons change through his window, worry filling his heart. One morning, while sipping sweet, steaming chai at the village tea stall, the villagers were talking about Arjun's troubles. A few tiny visitors overheard them. Magical dwarfs from the hidden dwarf land. These dwarfs carried this news to the magical dwarf land. When they heard about Arjun, their hearts filled with compassion, and they decided to help. That very night, under the soft glow of the full moon, 3 dwarfs set off for Arjun's field. Working swiftly and silently, the dwarfs tilled the soil and sowed new seeds. Soon, tender green sprouts blanketed the field. The dwarfs gave their love to the plants. Night after night, they returned, watering the plants, pulling out weeds, and whispering melodies to the young shoots. Their voices, sweet as flute, wove magic into the plants, encouraging them to grow faster and stronger than ever. And before long, juicy red tomatoes and vibrant green peppers hung heavy on the vines. One morning, Mira burst into the house, her eyes wide with excitement. "Arjun, come quickly. Our field, it's full of crops." Leaning heavily on his crutches, Arjun hobbled to the patch. His mouth fell open. It was like a dream, rows and rows of the healthiest, most beautiful vegetables he had ever seen. The next day was market day. The village square buzzed with life as vendors set up their stalls cheerfully. Arjun's mother and sister set up their small stall, laying out their glowing tomatoes and crisp peppers. Curious buyers flocked to them. They offered samples, and word spread quickly. Arjun's vegetables were sweeter and juicier than anything else in the market. By the end of the day, every last basket was empty, and their pouches were full of coins. It was more money than they had seen in months. As soon as they returned from the market, Arjun's mother told him all that happened at the market. Arjun's heart swelled with gratitude. He knew, deep down, that someone had helped him. That night, and every night after, Arjun placed a little offering of milk and jaggery on a flat rock by the field. Though he never saw the tiny figures who danced and sang among his crops, he knew they were there, smiling under the starlit sky.